The Isle of Despair is full of strange and wondrous sights, it seems. Or, at least this. I'm pretty sure this is meant to be a submarine, judging from the fins, the tail, the fish-like look of it. That's the impression I'm getting. God knows who made it, though. Very impressive, however. Obviously, it's full of nasty stuff as well, but we did find two cool schematics. A reanimator, it's like restore life, and Bronwick's gun, which requires a chassis. There's a reanimator. Cure-all, I'm gonna get that for a while. Where is it? Here we are. Now it needs the ancient gun chassis. We haven't got that. It also needs mithril ore, which we don't have either. Thankfully, I know where to find a pretty steady supply of the stuff. Anyway, our next port of call is the woman's camp. A small village comprised solely of nomadic women. What does it say here? A place reputed to be full of strange objects. Alright, woman's camp. I've got the headband on, right? Wow, dridders or whatever they're called. Kind of looking things. Yeah. If you are a male, by the way, you need this. You can't go to the camp without it. You get it from Cynthia Broggs if you're a male, but if you're a female, it's fine. Even having male companions is fine. Here we are. They haven't attacked us outright, which is usually a good sign. I'm using the traps again. What brings you to our tribe, boy? Where did you get the headband? It is given to me by a poor woman who wishes to join you. Why is she not here herself? She was not able to escape from the southern encampment. We do not need those who cannot fend for themselves. So you would simply leave her to rot. Perhaps you don't realize where you are. Look around. This is a wasteland that devours the unprepared. At least she's protected in the encampment. We cannot afford to have someone who needs to be helped along. What should I tell her? That you don't care she's suffering? I feel for her. But out here, feelings mean nothing. I can give you this old pistol to bring her. She hands you an old rusty pistol. Tell her to use to escape, if she means to join with us. Charging the gates with that pistol would be suicide. Better to die fighting than live a torturous life. I do not think she will be relieved to hear that. Such is life. Is there anything else? May I ask about you? What's your story? I was sent here for killing a man that was beating me, and I refused to be trapped in the men's encampment when I arrived. My women have either escaped the encampment or avoided altogether from the time they arrived. That's quite a tale. I'll be on my way now. Good day. So, we need another solution. Given a rusty pistol, an old revolver. Obviously, our character's correct. It would be suicide. We'll deal with that in a second. Let's go to the home of Maximillian next. I'm going to get attacked on... Of course, get attacked on the way. What was that? That was a really weird hit. Never mind. Let's wait until day again. Don't mind me, just a heavily armed brigade coming in. Brigand. I'm happy to make your acquaintance. Hello, and who might you be? The man before you is old, but still holds himself with strength and dignity. He seems to take all of you in at once, weighing what he sees before him. My name is Maximillian. A pleasure, Maximillian. May I ask you a few questions? Of course. I brought you a jug of moonshine from Norland. You have? I see Nolan hasn't backbone delivered himself. Maximillian laughs. Well, not that I blame him. The wilds are no place to risk your neck for a jug of potato wine. I appreciate it, stranger. I'm sure he wants a receipt. Of course. Here you are. Here you go. He hands you a note. I'll ask you questions. What are you doing out here? That's my business friend. The Isle of Despair is no place for asking a man about his past. I recommend you mind your business, sir. Every man has his secrets. Believe me, I understand. He seems a little surprised. He gives you a shrewd look, making a new appraisal. You're right. Please forgive my short-sightedness. No doubt you've things of value to it doesn't sound right in my head. You've things of value to share as well. Perhaps you and I might have something to speak of after all. I'd enjoy that. Don't be yourself, Maximillian. Perhaps now's a good time to tell stories, but forgive me if I'm a little leery of companionship. I spent many years here in the wilds by myself. Might I ask you of yourself before I begin? Of course. It began not long ago. He is silent for a long time, then... It seems grave times have come to Arcanum, and somehow you've been entangled in her problems. You're a brave soul, friend. Few are those who would have done things you've done. I just want people to stop trying to kill me. We've all our reasons, I suppose. I'm not a man to judge one way or another. But I do know that in the end, a man is the sum of his actions. You will be weighed in the same manner. Why don't you tell me your story, Maximillian? Yes, it's long past that someone knows my tale. Tell me, friend, do you know anything of Cumbria? Anything of the Kingdom of Cumbria, the capital city of Durnholm, King Prerequisites the First? I've heard things about that place, but I know very little. I see. The Cumbria I speak of was much a different place. Far different from what it is today, I'm sure. I speak of a time when Cumbria was a powerful kingdom, when the elves and dwarves would come to our walls to pay tribute to our king, when the banners of the famed dragon knights were a thing to be respected and feared. I take it Cumbria is no longer that place? No. There is no doubt that Cumbria is a shadow of a former glory. The day came long ago that her fate was sealed. The day when technology began to rival magic. When the old ways began to fall to the new. What happened? Did Cumbria resist the change? Yes, and vehemently. The king at the time, Torin, was a wise and brave man, but set in his ways. Maximillian smiled sadly. He was cut from sterner stuff, but he was like stone, unwavering but inflexible. He failed to see how Cumbria needed to grow, to change. And so? And so he passed laws outlining the use of technology in his lands, and set a ruling council of mage advisors at his side. For years Cumbria was still very strong and influential, but it was only a matter of time. What happened? Well, Cumbria was surpassed both in commerce and power. When mighty Tirad demanded the release of certain disputed lands, Cumbria was taught a harsh lesson. The armies of Cumbria were slaughtered, the Dragon Knights cut down by gun and cannon fire. The glory of the older days was lost. What of King Torin? What happened to him? Maximillian looks at the horizon. He is far away. He was killed. He led the final charge of the Dragon Knights, and was shot as any common soldier. Any common soldier, unwavering and brave to the end. I see. And what does it have to do with you, Maximillian? He seems to come to himself, looking back at you. With the death of Torin came a power struggle. There were those who believed that Cumbria should embrace the new age, to seek a better way, and make her powerful again. But others thought differently. Yes, some people cannot see the answer, even when laid before them, in the form of a dead king. Torin had two sons. The older son believed in the new ways, and the younger son believed in nothing. And so the Mage Council that Torin had put in place put their influence behind the younger son. Wasn't the oldest son heir to the throne by birthright? Yes, but men will create all manner of evil in pursuit of power. The Mage Council, who controlled the younger son, brought false accusations against the older son, charging him with treason. He was taken in the night and sent away to rot in prison for the rest of his days. The older son? By the gods! Yes, stranger, the oldest son was me. I was sent here by my own brother, King Prerequisites the First of Cumbria, and I've been here ever since. I don't know what to say. I have no words. No words are necessary, friend. You've done enough to sit here and listen to my story. I made peace with my past life. Let me try again. No words are necessary, friend. You've done enough to sit here and listen to my story. I've made peace with my past. Life here on the Isle is harsh, but a man learns to live with himself, to accept what life brings. But it's so unfair. Perhaps I could bring you home. No. My time in Cumbria has passed. If my brother lives, I'm sure he has paid the price due to him. He was young and foolish. When one is king, life is unforgiving when you live so. But Cumbria, perhaps the kingdom, still needs you. He looks at you, then away to the west. I can feel her, you know. The stone walls of Durnholm, there isn't really much left. The rolling hills and vales, the trumpet blast of dragon knights marching to battle. I wake up sometimes and forget where I am. Come back with me, Maximillian. It's not too late. He looks back again. Perhaps I will ask you this, friend. The captain of the Dragon Knights was a man named Warren Pildar. He was my one true friend. If he lives, and cares to do so, tell him I'm here, and I'll enjoy once more the pleasure of his company. I will, Maximillian. I swear to you. I thank you, friend. And if he is dead, then forget about me. I have no desire to return to Cumbria, where men of his kind no longer remain. I'll be departing now. Any more questions? That's it. And that's it. That's his story. That's Maximillian. Technically the main heir of the Durnholm Kingdom. The Kingdom of Cumbria. And he's right. Tehran absolutely annihilated them during the, well, I guess the war it had. Cumbria lost dramatically, ended up being so decapitated. That word does not roll off my tongue easy. Just becoming so ruined. And he's right, there's a shadow of his former self now. Perhaps Maximillian can bring it around. Either way, we have something to do in Durnholm now, along with everything else. Anyway, back to the penal colony. We have some things to turn in the daytime. That's evening. Oh my god. Gotta be scary if I can click things properly. I was got a note. I received a Moonshine, Maximillian. Wonderful. Time to turn in the many quests. Also help Cynthia. Yes, we've got to leave again, unfortunately. But this is where Persuade comes in handy once again. Let's go see Jones the Collector first. We have some parts and things we can give him in exchange for a particular item he found. Ah yes, good to see you again. Greetings, Jones. Come on with your time. Of course, what can old Jones do for you? I found some objects on Shade Beach. Let's see what you got. It doesn't really matter what you give him. I'm gonna give him the filament. Oh no, the glass. Oh no, I'm gonna give him the filament. I don't think old Jones will have much use for that. Do you have anything else? Yes, a few more objects. Gears. Looks like a good trade. Done. I'll take it, and you can have the weapon. He hands it to you. It's been a pleasure working with you. Here's what, Jones. Good day to you. Oh, and look what we have here. The ancient gun chassis, which we need for Bronowit's gun. Well, yes, I'm going to make it, because why not? It'll be very entertaining to see it. Next up is Cynthia. Oh no, let me go deliver this thing to Nolan. I forgot about that. I think I forgot about that last time I ran through this as well, you know. It's just so out the way. How are you? Hello, you have a moment? For the Moonshine, here's the note. You made it. I'm glad to see it. I appreciate the help. Appreciate the help, friend. Here's your jug of Moonshine. He hands it to you. Good luck to you. What the heck am I going to do with a ball of Moonshine? Put it there, I guess. Right. Now, we need to get Cynthia out of here. Giving her the gun would be suicide. But there are other ways around it. How do you do? I've returned to help you escape. Have you spoken with Loria? Are they not going to rescue me themselves? They want nothing to do with those who cannot help themselves. She looks crestfallen. I suppose they're right. I should be able to I read that wrong. I thought it said excrete. Extradite myself from my bonds if I'm to be welcome among them. Excrete. Let me help you. It's dangerous to trek to that camp. Would you do that for me? I thank you, and humbly accept your offer to help. Follow me. I'll find some way to get you out of here. Thank you again, sir. Cynthia joins us temporarily as a companion. Yeah, she's level 20. She is strong in melee and dodge. She also has quite high intelligence. I get the feeling she was actually meant to be a companion. I don't know. But, well, either way. That high intelligence, she would actually be really helpful. Damn. Oh well. Shame. You can't. There is a way of keeping her. It's a pain. But I wouldn't bother, honestly. So, in order to get out, I'm not sure if there's a secret way out. You could probably batter the wooden shutters or escape through that way, then go around the front, but you still have to deal with a guard. I think there is a shallow bit somewhere you can walk out on. Pretty sure you can just hack away at these shutters and get through it. Sir, I suggest you tell that woman to stop following you, or be forced to attack you. She is not allowed to leave here, or even fraternize with strangers. I'm not a stranger. I own her. What do you mean you own her? Thorald sold her to me. Oh, excuse me, sir. I didn't realize. Sorry for the trouble. Good day. That's how you get past it. You lie about owning her. Of course I don't actually own her. Right, now we're out. We can head back to the women's camp. Make sure you have your headband on. Because I'm pretty sure they'll still attack you even with Cynthia in tow. What do you want now? This is the woman I told you about. She wishes to join you. Thank you for helping her, though I'm not sure it was in her best interest. As I said before, she'll be dead if she cannot fend for herself out here. You're a rather happy sort, aren't you? So you will let her join you? She may stay with us, yes. Thanks. Let me know if I could ever be of help. Thank you for bringing me here. I'll never forget your help. You're welcome. That's that. She'll stay here now. Thank you for helping me. And that's it. Of course, you could take a headband off and wipe them out, but that would be mean. Anyway. Now we can actually go for the reason we're here in the first place. And if you do this right, you can actually end up at a good advantage in the next area. This quest actually leads to a new city and new problems, but generally it has some good stores and all that, and getting off on a good foot is always welcome unless you are a certain race, and also not so much if you're another race in particular. But now we're down here, we need to talk to Oden, the Thorald's guard overall. Now there are two ways of getting past him. You can either fight him in this massive pit here, or you can talk to him, have a conversation. Apparently he likes that. Hello, it's nice to meet you. I was told to speak to Oden. I am Oden. What does he wish to speak to me about? It's imperative I find a dwarf Thorald and speak to him. Thorald resides behind these doors, only select through a loud audience. It is my charge to filter out those who are undeserving of the honor. No offense, but you seem very articulate for an ogre. No offense perceived, sir. And actually, I am but a half-ogre. Never had the contact with either of my parents. I do not have any information as to the specific nature of my lineage. Never knew your parents? No, I have a vague recollection of the orphanage, though. But something about that memory is a bit peculiar. What seems peculiar about it? It's almost a strange thing, as I remember it. All the other children were half-ogres like myself. What's wrong with that? It's very rare that human and ogre would mate. Most of the time these couplings result of force. If there were significant numbers of rapes being committed by ogres, I believe the newspapers would have been overflowing with calls to eradicate ogres. I noticed that many city gnomes use half-ogres as servants. Now that you mention it, it does seem a bit strange. Even I spent some time myself as a servant to a gnome of rather high standing. But did you work for gnomes your whole life before coming here? No. From a very early age, I remember working in a printer's shop from the early morning hours to well into the evening. I would then retire to the storage room, where I was allowed to rest for a few hours. The next day, I would be up before daybreak to start again. That sounds truly distressing. How long did you work there for? I have no way to gauge how long I spent in that miserable shop. Eventually, I was rescued by a well-to-do gnome who made a big show about paying the printmaster a sum of money for the inconvenience. I now recognize this as an acceptable way to buy and sell individuals. I worked for Mr. Chaplin until I was sent here. Why were you sent here? Mr. Chaplin did not wish to have a savage serving his guests, so he hired a tutor for me. Miriam was her name. I never knew that humans could be kind, or even what kindness was until I met her. She taught me for 3 years, until I began to ask too many questions. What happened then? Then, the more I questioned, the more agitated Mr. Chaplin became. Early one morning, the constable came to the house and escorted me away. I didn't see Mr. Chaplin. Didn't even see Mr. Chaplin. My fate did not become evident until I was on the ship coming here. Why did they send you here? People don't like their property to ask too many difficult questions. Being an influential gnome, it was a simple matter for him to have me shipped here. I believed I was perceived as a potential agitator of the workers. I am sorry for you. Could you allow me to see Forald? I have a very specific rule I am pledged to follow. No one enters without first proving themselves in the field of battle, so to speak. The field of battle in this instance would be the pit. Yes, barbaric but effective in detouring the undesirable element. The pit, the island is sorely lacking of any kind of entertainment, so men invented their own barbaric form, pit fighting. I don't understand you necessarily approve of these pit fights. I don't mind them, they make my job easier. They're not my particular brand of entertainment. I'd rather pass the time with a good book. You appreciate a good book, do you? Sadly, yes. Why, yes. There are not many books in the island. What good is the love of books when there's none to be had? That's too bad. Is the fighting pit the only way to see Forald? I'm afraid so. You're an educated individual. You must see I'm no commoner. Yes, it's been very pleasant to speak to you. It's a nice change. Must I bother with this barbaric pit fight? It's pointless violence. You seem a decent chap. I don't detect any subterfuge on your part, for maybe crossing me. But go on in. He hands you a key. Thanks, and may your watches be untroubled. It's been a pleasure. Can I ask you another question? Of course. What do you wish to know? Have you seen any dwarfs other than Forald here? No, I have not. That's not a good sign. My apologies for this weird cut here. As soon as I got here, I stopped and thought, there's something else I'm missing, and I was totally right. In order to get the best thing with Forald here, there is a prerequisite. It's not just with persuasion. You do need persuasion of 3 points in this, or 3 marks in it. That will work out in your favor, but there is a level requirement as well. I know levels, I do say levels don't really matter in this, but in some aspects of this it does. In this particular case with Forald, you need to be level 23 for him to join you, which sucks. I'm level 20, so he won't join me, but yeah, he's not a companion either, but we'll see as we talk to him. And by the way, I actually asked my companions what they know about this place. Questions? Nope. Jane will say the same thing.
How can I help you?
What about you? What do you know about this place?
What do you need to know?
What can you tell me about the Isle of Despair, Magnus?
Didn't we already go over this? I don't know a bloody thing about islands, and if I did, I sure wouldn't want to know about someplace called the Isle of Despair. I've known some slow learners, but...
Mumble. I must be off. Vollinger? Questions? Nope, no one else. I think Virgil might say something we had him with us. Yes? Nice to meet you. Hello, I wish to speak to Forald. What is your business here? I'm looking to speak with Forald. You're speaking with him. Are you the only dwarf on this island? I've been the only dwarf here for the last 100 years. Sent here unjustly, I might add. Where's the rest of the Black Mountain clan? Black Mountain clan? There's no Black Mountainers here. I'm the only dwarf that's ever lived on this rock. You're not of the Black Mountain clan? I'm for all 2 stones of the Wheel clan. You're a bit off in your directions. The Black Mountain clan is the northmost region of the Stonewall Mountains. I've been there. The mines are deserted. That is strange. But why is it you believe that they are here? They were banished here by the order of the Wheel clan. Who told you this? A feeble-minded dwarf hidden deep in their minds. What was his name? His name was Gunmund. Gunmund? Gunmund Orbender and I were friends, but in no way was he feeble-minded. He was one of the bravest warriors I knew. I find it hard to imagine he could have become feeble-minded in such a short time. The story he told was very disturbing. What did he tell you? Tell him Gunmund's story of the banishment. The whole clan gone? My clan involved themselves with Magics? None of this makes sense. Have you spoken to the Wheel clan about this? I don't even know where the Wheel clan is, do you? Of course I do. Here, I'm marking on your map. But knowing its location will not be enough. What do you mean? To keep out Outworlders, our clan created an optical illusion of the grandest scale, using glass and mirrors which make the entrance of the mine look like it never existed. Then how'd you get in? A pair of specially made spectacles which use thin slices of Carahorn crystal as lenses. Every pair of the Wheel clan has a pair. I still have mine. I'll get you on this island if you can get me into the Wheel clan. No, I don't believe you'll leave this island anyway. Alive anyway. Why'd you say that? Did you think you could land a boat on this island without anyone knowing? I'm sure that's already been captured, and your captain thrown to the sharks. Then come with me. If you bomb aside, I'll let us pass. Sounds tempting, but it's too risky. I am in a good position here. I don't want to jeopardize it. If the men discovered I had joined up with you and was planning on leaving them here to rot, it would mean both our heads. Then give me the spectacles. You have nothing to lose. Nothing to lose? My life? The spectacles? Are you dim? Oh, hear me out. Go on. If I fail to take back the ship, tell your men I stole them. Very well. So you get off this island. Then what? I'll tell your clan of your situation, and they'll come to your aid. I give you the spectacles, but you must swear that you will tell my clan of my situation here. Good day. I swear. Here you are. He hands you the spectacles. Can I ask you other questions? Yes, what does he want to know? How'd you end up here? I was defending the honor of my clan. The bloated, thick-headed gnomes and their laws have me shipped off to this rock. I'm sure they had their reasons. What'd you do? I was in a pub minding my own affairs, when I overheard a gnomish merchant mouthing off how the Wheel clan was just a bunch of cheap, worthless ditch diggers. Go on. I confronted him and told him to apologize. He would not. Instead, he let his liquor do his talking for him, so I let my fists do mine. Go on. It took one solid hit and he was gone. Gone. Weak-necked bastards. The next day I was shipped off to this rock. More questions. I thought dwarfs didn't reveal their last names. What? A dwarf doesn't hold his name in secret. He's proud of it. And will tell everyone. Who told you such foolishness? Magnus, how do you explain this?
Yes. I've told you that there are different traditions among different clans, and oh, blast it! Is it my affair if every dwarf wants to yell his name from the mountaintop?
No need to get angry, Magnus. I'm just asking a question.
Yes, well, I don't like you questioning my beliefs or my knowledge. I'm a dwarf by Alberic. I bloody well know what dwarfs do and don't do.
I didn't mean to offend you, Magnus. Of course you know best.
That's better. It's a testament to my dwarven patience that I don't box your ears right here and now. I accept your apology, my friend. I know that dwarven tradition can be a little confusing to a novice like yourself.
Thank you for tolerating my ignorance, Alforald. Typical city dwarf. Farewell. Well, that's the way of going around it. You can create... There is a schematic, I think, in that chest, which you can hack open. And he will or you can get the things off him. I think you can probably pickpocket him as well for it if you have a fate point or the skill. There's ways around it. Either way, you can't leave out the schematic or the glasses, or at least the schematic for making the glasses. But now we have them, and I can probably put my actual glasses back on so I can actually read the fucking text properly. I'm pretty sure I can dump that head rag now, but it's an heirloom now. Anyway, so he was kind of right there. Getting on this island would definitely attract some unwanted attention, and oh look. People are dead. People are very dead. Fancy that. We have an elf thief. Nice. We have a human thief. Nice. Not have any gear on them, that's just money, I believe. Well, money's nice. And this one. Sweet. But our teacher's completely unbothered by any of this, so that's a good sign. Ahoy, laddie. Ahoy, laddie. Ahoy, laddie. Have you found the Black Mountain clan? What you found out about the Black Mountain clan? Plenty more happening, Captain. Who are these men? Bloody inmates thought to come here and play up being swashbucklers, as if old Teach was going to let a bunch of scurvy landlubbers board a gypsy shadow. I had to give them what they're coming to, laddie. Nicely done. Let's get out of here. I'll be sad to see this island behind. Looks like heading back to Ashbury then. I'm ready when you are. And that's it. Our excursion to the Isle of Despair is complete. And now we just need to head back to Gilbert Bates. But before we do that, we need to head to the Wheel Clan. Now, if we had Thorold with us, we would have to go straight away to the Wheel Clan. We couldn't go anywhere else. We had to pretty much dart our way to there immediately. But now we can just take our time. Now, I will say, when I get to the Wheel Clan and the next town opens, I typically start doing more side quests. We still have a lot of places to explore and all that, and I think it's a good time to do so. We're not at any major points, and having a few levels, a major point of conflict or anything we need to really worry about. So doing some grinding and leveling and all that fun stuff would make life a lot easier. But for now, I'm going to go identify this amulet and these rings and other things we've got, because I can't remember what they were. I think one's a charmed ring, I think the gauntlets are charmed gauntlets. We'll see. It doesn't matter, we can always sell them. But I definitely wanted to at least get some orc side quests done. I also want to show you another town as well, but we'll get to that. Shall we barter, miss? I actually don't want to barter with you, I want to have stuff identified. 100 coins. Yep, the serpentine necklace. You get a bad reaction adjustment, but the poison heal rate is ×2. Okay, got this ring. Yep, charm ring. Baneful gauntlets. Damage reduction, electricity reduction, fire reduction, magic reduction, plus 100%. Poison. Oof. God. Poison resistance minus 100 and poison and fatigue damage over time. That sounds like a bad deal, either way. I don't know though, 100% is nice. But is it 100% of its own stats? In which case that might not be worth it. You want this? Not, yeah, I think you wouldn't. You want this? Sure. 261. Poison heal rate, and yeah, I'm gonna give it to him. What's this? Where'd you get that? You can have this. There we are. Serpentine necklace. Don't think I have to worry about anything of that sort. For this, yes you do. I don't think there's anything else I particularly want. Right. But before we wrap up, I'm going to show you an interaction. As if we're going to the Wheel Clan. You know what to trigger? I think you just need to, like... Yeah, here we are.
Greetings, traveler. It seems to me that you're looking for answers. Perhaps it is time that I answered them for you.
What? Who are you?
Don't you know? Are you not the reincarnation of Nazrudin? Has it been so long that you don't recognize your old nemesis? Or perhaps you're not the living one after all, merely a puppet playing his role.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I see. Perhaps you are not the living one. Perhaps Nazrudin, the coward that he is, will not heed fate's call and face me in the final battle. It would be so like him to do so.
Who are you?
I am he of the dark, the rightful ruler of this land, the vengeful god of Arcanum and its races. I am Aronax, and I have come to give you a message.
And that message is, this is not going to go well.
The message is this. Whether you are the living one or not, whether or not the coward Nazrudin hides in your bones or still rots in his grave, the inevitable will still come to pass. I am returning. It has already been set in motion, and there's nothing you can do about it. I am returning, and all will fall before me. Everyone you know, everyone you love.
You bastard. Face me as a warrior.
You see my power? Do you yet understand? Perhaps I need to be more clear. No one is safe, traveler. No one. Not even you.
Aranax!
Remember what I have shown you here. Remember and tell the world. Aronax is returning to Arcanum, and nothing will ever be the same. Farewell.
Nah, I think I'm gonna nap first, it seems.